Hello everybody, we are going to be talking about some very unfortunate news here today if you're a Colorado Avalanche fan or a Nathan MacKinnon fan, as we're going to talk about his injury as he's expected to miss time. Now before we start, please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new to hockey, new to the channel, whatever the case may be. I'd love to have you here along the way as I try to do this full time. Now let's talk about MacKinnon. And he was injured in the game yesterday, I believe it was against the Flyers. I actually woke up to the news this morning for work. And he only played like 5 minutes in the game. Of course, Colorado, I believe, ended up losing that game as well. But the news is out now that he's going to be out with an upper body injury and is expected to miss at least 4 weeks. Why is this important? Well, we can talk about one thing right now, and it is the fact that the team currently sits at 13-9-1 on the year, which is 4th in the Central but 19th in the entire league. This is a club that you probably would not expect to be there. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but we will also talk about MacKinnon's stats. Why is it important that he's gone? Well, he has 8 goals, which is second on the team this season. He has 26 assists, which is first on the team, 34 points, also first on the team. On top of that, he has done that in 23 games played, so he was having a very good year. Of course, a player that we all know about, we talk about him regularly, and a guy that is in the conversation is one of the best players in the world. But an interesting stat that I did want to point out actually when I was going through here is he actually has 120 shots, and that is first on the team, but also third in the league. Pastrnak and Meyer, I believe, are the two ahead of him. And the only reason that they are ahead of him is because they played more games than him, but he is firing away at a crazy rate. But yeah, this is a big issue for a variety of reasons. You're losing MacKinnon, even on a team like Colorado that has a lot of talent. That would be a big deal because you're losing probably one of, if not your best players that you have to throw out on your roster, and he's going to miss a month. That's not ideal. But this is really, really problematic for the Avalanche right now. I'm going to throw this up here from dailyfaceoff.com. Great website, by the way. And this is a list of all the guys that are out currently for the Avalanche. As you can see, you've got Landeskog, you've got Byron, and you've got so many guys, Byram, I should say, but many players here for the Avalanche that are missing currently or are expected to miss in the future for considerable time. You have some guys that are day-to-day, some guys that are week-to-week. Landeskog hasn't even played a game yet for the Avs, and you kind of, looking at that and realize the severity of the situation here. A lot of guys in their top 6 are out. Their blue line is lacking a little bit as well, just because of injuries, and it does happen. But for Colorado, this is a terrible time for all these injuries to be happening, and you hope for them and their fan base that they're able to come back and get ready to go, because as we have said before, the Avs, through what is this, like 30-some games for them, they are not looking like world beaters. They're not looking like a team that would be the best team in the league, and for good reason. They, of course, are losing some guys for a considerable amount of time. They've lost some guys through free agency, all the good stuff, and now they're at a point where they'll probably make the playoffs, but they might be a lower seed. Will they get better? I think if they get healthy, they definitely would, and this is why I think for the Avalanche, they just have to rally and try to get through as much of this as they can. I know some other players are day-to-day, so if they could get them back in the lineup, they're going to be back to winning games on a consistent basis and then working their way up the standings, and of course, they'll make the playoffs. If they didn't, it would be because of an injury-riddled campaign. But I will say for other teams, now that MacKinnon's gone, this is a big blow for the already down-and-out Avalanche. Now it's time for the teams above them, like the Dallas Stars, Minnesota Wild, and Winnipeg Jets, to take advantage and to seize this moment and win as many games as possible, because a healthy Colorado team easily wins this division. And I can't say for certain that these teams would be able to beat them even if they had home ice advantage, because Colorado is so good. But what I will say is, if you do have home ice advantage, that's always nice, and you'd like to be able to, kind of keep Colorado down and out, and then hopefully have a harder path to the Stanley Cup. But we will see. Do you think that the Avalanche are really in a tight spot here, or do you think that they're going to be all right? How long will MacKinnon be out? Will he be the biggest loss felt for the team so far? And what do you expect Colorado to go in the time that he is out? I don't know how many games they play, but do you expect them to win more games than they lose? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night, and you go love hockey, alright? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.